When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions,
Now let's go and keep going.
sharing old stories. Homemade pasta
Enjoy! Cheers to us! We did it!
and a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2.
That's my recipe for magic.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for Game 2 here between ICC and Lakeland. If you're just now joining us, ICC went on a late surge, but just could not complete the rally after losing the first game of the day by the final score of 12-8. Judd Files on the hill here, waiting the Guaranteed Bank opening pitch here of game, technically 3 of this series. It comes your way at 4:08. That's a 4:08 Guaranteed Bank opening pitch, and it goes for a ball.
Yeah, Judd, second appearance on the year, got 1 win, no losses, 1 complete game, as that is strike 1 right there to Tarnaki. Got 1 complete game, 9 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 2 runs, 6 walks, 16 Ks.
So pretty good start to the season there for the reverse transfer from Mississippi State. That one in there for a strike as well. 1-2 now is the count to Tarnoki, Spadafora, and DuPont scheduled up here in the top of the first. Here, technically this is game 3, so the rubber batch. ICC took Friday's game by the final score of 4-3. As that's going to be a slow roller, trouble here, and not going to have it, as that will go for an infield single.
Yeah, kind of fisted out there to Reed Kent out there, and he charged it and did all he could. That's going to be a hit. Kent did all he could on it, charged it, and you also had a left-handed batter up,
Yep.
which gives you a step, a step towards first automatically. Going to get there quicker. So just one of those hits, one of those infield hits.
So this will be Spadafora coming to the plate. He's played third base, and he has played it well this series against the Indians. He will dig in with no outs and a runner on first. That pitch in there for strike. 0-1 is the count. So ICC won the first one, 4-3. That was in a 9-inning affair on Friday. Game 2, the first game of the day, was scheduled for 9 innings. We didn't know that. And there's a chance here for a double play. Nope, not going to be able to, and we'll just get the 1.
Well, they looked at it, and Kent looked at it. It was a perfect setup double play ball because it drew him towards second. Like something kind of happened in the exchange. Plus, there was a great jump out there by Tarnaki. So Tarnaki reaches second, but they get the out at first.
6-3 on the putout of Spadafora, and now DuPont, who had a 3-run home run in the previous game. Ooh. Rips this one. Right fielder is not going to be able to get to it. It's going to get over his head. This will score a run as DuPont will get the RBI double.
Yeah, DuPont turned on that one, sitting on that pitch right there that was just coming in, and kind of on the he was able to get the bat through, and that's what you got to do. And he's clearing that bat through and gets that good thick part of that bat on it and drove it and easily, kind of burnt the right fielder, if you want to call it that, but it was over his head, and so got the double.
So now the first baseman, Mendez, will be coming to the plate here for the Lakers. They strike early again like they did in the first game today. They scored 3 in the top of the first, as that pitch is in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1 is the count here to Mendez. Fouls on the heel here for the Indians. He was named Conference Pitcher of the Week last week, as this pitch fouled back off the netting, strike 2.
Yeah, and DuPont just kind of picking it up. He had that big home run in game 1 with 3 RBIs, and then he had a 2 RBI single over there. So DuPont just kind of picking back up where he left off.
Yeah, he's got 6 RBIs right here through just the 2 games we played today. As that pitch missing outside, 1-2 now is the count. Again, we welcome those that are watching in favor of Lakeland, the Lakers out of Matatoon, Illinois. And also a special hello to those ICC faithful that's tuned in this afternoon. Breaking pitch just hangs up outside. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, try to break that one back in there. Looked like a slider trying to run that one in, and just wasn't able to catch that outside part of the plate.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at second.
Good
Swinging
pitch.
and a miss for strike 3.
Yeah, took something off of that right there, which was a great time, great opportunity right there, timing to do that. Took something off of it, got the big K.
The first Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Now with 2 outs, this is going to be Johnson, the second baseman, at the plate.
Good pitch.
And that pitch over there for a strike. Well, Files is locating well early, so we'll see what kind of adjustments the Lakers are able to make, as he's really doing a good job of painting both corners so far here in the top of the first. Remind you to stay tuned in the exchange of the innings. We'll have today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. As soon as I say that, then that one misses outside. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, fastball up and out, and didn't catch a corner and didn't draw a swing. So ball 1-1 count here, 2 outs here in the top of the first.
And that one a little bit lower and called a strike. Thought it was in the basement, but umpire liked it. And if you're going to give him that type of zone, Judd is going to be very difficult to hit here.
Yeah, may have an expansion of our strike zone here in game 2.
So 1-2 pitch on its way and fouled off.
Yeah, drew a swing there, kind of a lazy, haphazard swing, if you want to call it that. He was just almost one of those that you were just basically trying to make contact to stay alive, and that's what he did. And so good job on the part of Johnson to do that.
So now the count goes 1-2 here to Johnson, who's playing second base. There is a runner at second with 2 outs here in the top of the first. That pitch outside, 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, that one outside, well outside, so wasn't going to draw a swing off of that pitch. But again, still got room to play with here. 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first inning. 1 runner in scoring position here for Lakeland.
This pitch popped up right side. It's going to get out of play. We'll stay at 2-2. Still no vehicle hit this year?
Vehicle's clear right now.
I like it.
It is in the parking lot, but no vehicle.
People have kind of wised up to not parking as close to the field as they have in the past.
That's right.
So now the count goes 2-2. Files getting set to deliver.
Runner goes.
Swinging and a miss for strike 3. Another clutch Renaissance Bank strikeout there, back-to-back, as a matter of fact, to end the inning, as ICC gets out of the inning with only minimum damage done. 1-0 is the score in favor of Lakeland. And Dr. Boggs, if you would, give us today's Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineups. And let's start with the visiting Lakers of Lakeland, who are 3-3 on the season.
Got leading off, as we've already been through some of these, leading off Tarnaki in center field. Batting second, it'd be Spadafora. who is playing third base for Lakeland. Batting third is Drew DuPont out in right field. Cleanup is Mendez, who's playing first. Batting fifth is Brandon Johnson, who'll be playing second. Batting sixth is Myler, be out in left field. Batting seventh, which we've seen him, but I don't think we saw him last game. I don't think we saw him yesterday. Noah Deal, who'll be the DH. Batting eighth is Winkleman, who will be handling the duties behind the plate catching. And ninth is Cologne, who will be playing shortstop. And I apologize, but I did not write the pitcher's name down.
McPherson will be pitching here as he's taking his warm-up tosses to get set to start the bottom of the first inning. Take a look at the ICC Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works starting lineup. ICC and Coke. Now that's a winning combination, and Coach Rick Collier hopes he has that same winning combination put together here in Game 2.
Yeah, a little different lineup, a little mixture, and that's what you're going to see this time of year is mixing things up to try to figure out what lineup works best for you. So leading off is going to be Reed Kent playing short. Batting second going to be Bryson Jackson. He's in the DH slot. Batting third, Evan McCarthy out in right field. Cleanup spot, Madden Butler be playing first. Batting fifth, Stone Collier will be taking the duties behind the plate here in this game. Game 2 will be catching. Batting sixth, Jude Treadaway playing second. Batting seventh, Houston Green, who had been leading off, is going out to who plays center field, batting in the 7-hole there. Eighth, Nathan Ferris will be playing third. And batting ninth is Hank Stallnacker out in left field. And as we mentioned, Judd Fowles is drawing the duties on the mound today.
And that is your Tupelo Coca-Cola Bottling Works lineups for both squads here in technically what is Game 3, Game 2 of today. So the rubber match here as both teams with one win. ICC won on Friday 4-3. Lakeland won the first game of the day 12-8. Both those games in 9 innings. We think this one is scheduled for 7. That's what Coach
Dr. Case confirmed that.
He told me that earlier. So
he may be playing with us.
Maybe again. I'm going to blame Minga on this.
Yeah, it's always good to blame Minga. You can blame Minga for the sun coming up.
Yes. And he'll take the blame for it.
Oh, yeah, he will. He's a good one.
So McPherson's first pitch is going to be high and outside for a ball, as it's Kent, Jackson, and McCarthy due up here for the Indians in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Lakeland with the lead after an RBI double by DuPont, who has been red hot this afternoon. This pitch popped up a mile high. Center fielder dancing around and still waiting on it, and now squeezes it for out number 1.
Yeah, McPherson is a sophomore right-hander. He has seen some action on the year, 2 appearances on the year. He has pitched 10 innings. No decisions on any of that. Has given up 10 hits. Given up 10 hits, but also has 10 Ks. So 10 hits versus 10 Ks on that end for McPherson on the year so far.
That pitch fouled back by Jackson, who is DHing here in Game 2. 0-1 is the count to Jackson. So the Indians trying to strike back. That's one thing they couldn't do early in the game. In Game 1 today, a swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 now is the count. So no balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. That pitch high, not a bad spot to miss when you got a pitch to waste.
No, definitely not. That was a good location for that. Couldn't get him to chase it. So 1-2 count here, 1 out. As you mentioned, no runners on base at this point.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. That pitch missing low and outside again. Not a bad spot to miss. Couldn't get him to chase there. Count now evens up at 2-2 on Jackson.
Yeah, again, a good pitch right there. Good patience on the end and good eye by Jackson, though.
So now waiting the 2-2 offering here.
Got him there, though.
Got him to chase one outside, and it's away. The catcher will clean it up and toss it down for the out. So a Renaissance Bank strikeout for the second out of the inning. 2-3 on the putout, if you will. And now with 2 outs, this will bring McCarthy to the plate.
Yeah, held up as long as he could. He saw 2 of those pitches, and he didn't chase them. Finally, Jackson, it was just too enticing on that third one he saw and went after it, and they got the K. McPherson did.
So McCarthy, who had a solo home run and towards the end of Game 1 today, stands in, takes that first pitch. low and outside for a ball.
Yeah, that was a large home run, too, by the way. It was to the right of the 365 sign out there. So it wasn't just a little old solo, just a little old pop shot out there. He had a charge in that one and swung on that one. That's going to be 2-3rd.
And that's going to be an out.
Yep, it's going to be an out.
When you hit it to either Colon or Spadafora, go ahead and mark it on the board. It's 5-3 on the put out there. Indians go 3 up, 3 down there in the bottom of the first. We've played 1-0 is the score. Lakeland with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank. Understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the second inning here. Lakeland with a 1-0 lead after an RBI double by DuPont that scored Taranoki in the top of the first. Indians go quietly, 3 up, 3 down with a Renaissance Bank strikeout in the bottom of the first. So now it would be Maurer, Deal, and Winkleman scheduled up here for Lakeland. Brad, been very impressed with Lakeland. Even in that 4-3 loss, they were very impressive. ICC was able to rally and win that one. Thought ICC had a little bit of a charge left in them in a game, too, but this is going to be a team that when they get in region play, especially a bit later on in the season when things start to warm up north, when they can get out and practice a little bit more, they're going to be a pretty good little squad.
Yeah, they will. They squares the bunt there, and that's going to be Maurer there that squared the bunt but pulled back, and that's ball one. But, yeah, they're definitely going to be a tough squad. You know, I know they'll battle it out up there. They'll play some of the team. I think, like you said, Wren Lake, and then Olney, who we faced last week. That's going to be popped up.
Looks like center fielder's going to call him off and will make the catch.
Tough play out there.
Yeah, this time of day, you got to hold your breath on those because the sun beaming back in, especially on that right side of the field, makes it tough. So now with one out here, this will bring Deal, the DH, up. He got a couple of bats in the first game today, so getting the start here at the DH spot here in the second game of the afternoon. Takes that first pitch, and it's going to miss for a ball.
I'm sorry, I got off on a little rabbit hunt there, whatever you call it. But I was thinking Maurer's name. You know, I'd been thinking of the Minnesota Twins guy the whole time, Justin Maurer, but it's spelled different.
Yeah, a little different.
And that's me again pulling the boo-boo on my end, but at least I checked it before I said anything.
You did. So technically, as no error on you that time.
No error that time, yes. The one and only.
So that pitch foul back. 1-1 now is the count here on Deal. One out and nobody on here for the Lakers.
Good pitch.
And that one just not where the umpire liked it there. And
good pitch. I guess could have gone either way, and it went the other way. But like I say, it would have been one to hold on, hard to hold off on as he does swing at that one. That's going to be popped up out left short. Left fielder's calling the shortstop off. and got it.
Yes, and that one recorded out there. That was a tough play, as it was a long run for both the left fielder and the shortstop, but the right guy, the left fielder whose momentum is carrying him towards the ball, called him off that time for out number 2.
Yeah, Stallnaker did a great job out there. Like I said, we haven't seen him defensively in these series yet. He did have some at-bats last game, so excellent job there for him coming in, making that catch, and getting that out.
This will be Winkleman at the plate
Good
now.
pitch.
Sees a pitch slide across for a strike. 0-1 is the count. Fouls on the hill here for the Indians. He was able to get a pair of Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the top of the first, but not before Lakeland was able to strike for a run. Swing and a miss there for strike 2.
Yeah, quickly ahead there, 0-2 on the count there. Just kind of threw that one by him. Couldn't catch. Winkleman could not catch up with that. We'll see where he's at here on 0-2.
So waiting for the 0-2 offering here. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Got the out. That's good.
Beautiful pitch there as it had him guessing the whole time. Lakeland goes 3 up, 3 down there in the second, third Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
All right, Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve.
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day. A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now as we move to the bottom of the second inning, Dr. Boggs just crushed my spirits in our conversation between the inning. He asked me if I'd got any crawfish yet, and I was like, no, but our buddy is selling them today only because of the weather tomorrow. And I was like, maybe we'll get this game done quick enough to go out and get something. I looked down and saw it was 4:30 when we just started. He's been sold out a long time ago.
Yeah, that won't happen. Does a great job of cooking those crawfish. They're excellent. You know, if you hadn't been down there, they're great. But love some good crawfish this time of year.
That pitch high for a ball, as this is Butler, Collier, and Treadaway scheduled up here for the Indians in the bottom of the second. They trail it 1-0. As this one's going to be fouled off out of play. 1-1 now is the count. I may just go get the vegetables and put them in the crock pot and do it that way.
Those
this weekend.
vegetables are good. Those
Brussels
are good
sprouts,
too.
potatoes, mushrooms, carrots. You tell we're hungry.
Oh, yeah.
1-1 pitch here. That one's going to miss low, and looks like it may have caught the catcher, but he's popped up okay. 2-1 now is the count here to Butler. So 2 balls, 1 strike, and no outs. Indians trailing here 1-0. Oh, beautiful off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, off-speed there, just kind of floated in there, had him off balance there, out on his front foot, so Butler wasn't able to keep that weight back on that, and that's strike 2. Got him again.
Got him looking at that one as second Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for McPherson. And now this will bring Collier to the plate. That's just a good pitch after that breaking pitch.
You had 2 in a row right there. You had those 2 that was off-speed breaking pitch that just had him out on his front foot, and that last one right there really had him out and just didn't draw a swing at all. And that's going to be ball 1 up a little bit on Collier right there.
Collier, who DH'd in game 1, catching here in game 2. He's got a 1-0 count with 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second. Hammers this one deep to left field. See you later.
Yeah, he definitely was sitting on that. That's going to tie the game up. Sadly, no one on base, but solo shot for Collier. Will needed. The Indians need a little spark here in their bats, and hopefully that's going to provide it.
Yeah, that was a big boy shot there over the scoreboard out in left. And a big shot there as Collier ties us up at 1. Hopefully that'll light a little bit of a spark in the team. As we talked about it, they, well, for lack of better words, got manhandled in game 1. Just really didn't have much life about them. And really just didn't have a whole lot of life about them after that home run as well. So maybe just starting to get fired up as Grounder now is going to be trouble, but a great job by McPherson coming up and getting the out.
Yeah, first pitch swinging there, and Treadaway just kind of came over the top of that, and it's just that's kind of one of those swings that I call it looks like almost a ping pong paddle when you're coming over the top like that, puts that top spin on it, and just wasn't able to do anything with it. So fielded cleanly there, second out of the inning.
This will be Green coming to the plate now for the Indians. He's playing in center field, has been leading off, but has slid all the way down to the 7th spot here as that pitch up high for a ball. So 1-0 is the count here to Green. There is 2 outs and nobody on. Tie ball game after the solo home run by Stone Collier. Breaking pitch, and it turned on a blinker and broke nastily that time. In there for a strike. So 1-1 now is the count here to Green.
Good pitch.
And that pitch, I'm with you, Brad, looked pretty good, but I'm going to say it was too low for the umpire's liking. 2-1 now is the count here on Green. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. This one ripped, and it's going to get through for a base hit.
Yeah, put through that 6-hole out there, so good job by Green. Moving around the lineup could spark some things, and that's what you do sometimes when you're the coach. You know, you kind of see things may be struggling one way or another. You kind of make some adjustments in the lineup, and it can spark those bats or those that could be struggling in a certain position in the lineup. So good to see Green get back out there and grab a hit right there. It's a clean single with 2 outs.
So now Ferris will come to the plate. He's playing third base, trying to spark a 2-out rally here for the Indians. We're tied at 1. Toss over to first is not in time. Tennis, they've got it going over there against Hines right now. We'll try to get you a scoreboard update here in a few moments. Softball should be starting here pretty soon if they haven't already out in Alabama. So I'll try to check on that as well. And then I think we're going to be off for a while. Of course, President's Day on Monday, but basketball's on the road at Northwest. And then baseball, softball will be on the road Tuesday. And that pitch missing outside for a ball.
Softball's on the road to March.
Yeah, they're on the road. Yeah, so they're on the road till March. So, see, I'll try to find us some updates there here in a moment.
Yeah, I can look at others if you want me to, but I don't know how to.
Well, I've got them on Game Changer.
Updates on the others. You got LSU now top of the 8th, 12-0. Oklahoma. Again, 10-3 up over Lehigh here. Great breaking pitch in there. It comes in. He turned his shoulder in. Ferris did, but still took it for a strike. Duke getting beat. Duke, number 11 team, getting beat by Cincinnati 5-2. Ole Miss up early on Arizona. Arizona, the number 21 ranked team. 2-0, top of the 6th. Throw over to first, got back. South Carolina up 3-1 on Sacred Heart. Penn State up on Missouri in that Puerto Rico Challenge, 6-0. Tennessee up 7-0. That's the defending champs there over Hofstra. Lipscomb up early on the bottom of the 4th in Game 2 over Kentucky, 2-0. Mississippi State and Manhattan in the top of the 6th in Game 2, 6-1 right now on top of the 6th. Mississippi State up on that one. No score, Florida State. Alabama getting beat by Bradley early, 3-1, top of the 2nd. And Arkansas up 2-0 in the top of the 2nd over Washington State.
Those scored updates being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. They are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. 2-1 pitch here, foul back, evens up now at 2-2. Well, I'll say this. I went to check the Game Changer, and they don't have it started yet, so they may be running behind schedule out there. Because when we were in Florida last week, they're actually ahead of schedule in a softball tournament. You're usually thinking 30, 45 minutes behind. No, we actually started 2 games early down there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was confused.
Checking him again over at first.
They're paying a whole lot of attention over there.
That's Green over there. Now, I think Green does have a stolen base on the year, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he got one yesterday, but I know he did coming into this series. Big
swing
time.
and a miss there, and that will end the inning. Nice Renaissance Bank strikeout there by McPherson. That is his 3rd of the game. But the Indians do battle back to tie it up on a solo home run by Stone Collier. We'll take a break and be back with the top of the 3rd right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back to action now as we head to the top of the 3rd. 9-1-2 batters due up. Cologne, Tarnoki, and Spadafora scheduled up here. 1-1 is the contest here in the 3rd game between ICC and Lakeland.
And Cologne's had a good series here against Etowah thus far. So 2 games, he's had a great series offensively and defensively as he takes ball 1 down there. And fully expect that to continue. He's still in that 9 slot for Lakeland, but does an excellent job in that 9 slot.
He had a triple in that last game, a single as well, and he's just been lights out defensively as this pitch popped up right side. Right fielder will give chase in foul territory. Makes a diving effort, just can't get to it, and so nothing but a long strike there. So 9-1-2 batters due up. It was a RBI double by DuPont in the top of the 1st that made it a 1-0 contest. ICC answered with a solo home run that cleared the scoreboard out there in left by Stone Collier to tie things up at 1-1. And that's your count now as well. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on here for Cologne.
Got it.
Beautiful off-speed pitch there. Kind of had him tripped up over himself.
Yeah, didn't put a full swing in that, so he was committed. And committed enough to where it was a strike and swung through there, but could not hold off on that pitch.
So waiting the 1-2 offering here. That one in the dirt. Couldn't get him to chase there. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, almost just a replica of that other pitch he swung at or committed to and got a strike on. So, like you say, 2-2, two balls, 2 strikes here. 2 hits apiece, actually, 2 for Lakeland and Etowah.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here. Curveball. And nicely played by third. Going to have to hurry. Gets the speedster down the line for the out. Nice play.
Yeah, it's hard to be that calm, too. That's Ferris over there at third. Hard to be that calm when you got Cologne running down the line.
As soon as the ball came towards me, I would have panicked and probably threw up.
I mean, he got some wheels on him now, I'm going to tell you.
So a big out there for the Indians, especially with him leading things off here to get the speedster off the bases. And now this will be Tarnoki coming up to the plate with 1 out and nobody on here. 1-1 in the top of the 3rd. This pitch fouled back off the netting, strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Tarnoki singled and scored back in the first inning. He's played well in that leadoff position for Lakeland this week as well.
No doubt. That top of the line up there, that's in the in the turf there, and that got the umpire.
The umpire. Yeah. He's going to take a stroll for a second. If you're ICC or maybe Lakeland, you may want to.
Used to, you could dust the plate off, but now you can't do that anymore because we don't have. It's not a.
You may want to
turf.
May want to run a cup of water out to him and make sure he's okay. But a good job by
Stone
Collier to
going out to the pitching mound there to give him a minute or two to compose himself. And
that's what ICC is also going to do. They're going to run a couple of baseballs out to him to get him a chance to catch his breath, because that just don't feel good, folks.
No, it doesn't. So Stone kind of taking his time, rightfully so, and checking on him too when he comes back. So good job there on all parts. 1-1 count, 1 out here. Still with Tarnoki up.
So Files getting set to deliver the pitch here. 1-1 is the count, as Brad mentioned. Pitch on its way. And a nice pitch that broke right back in on the batter. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, got a slider action there. It's just got that quick spin on it that really going to bring it in more of a slider there, and couldn't catch up with it, Tarnoki.
1-2 pitch.
Good pitch, but didn't draw a swing.
Yeah, just missing outside. Not a bad spot to miss there. So Tarnoki will now step back in the box with a 2-2 count. So waiting the 2-2 offering here. And that was going to be fouled off, and so he'll keep the at-bat alive. Will Tarnoki, the center fielder.
Yeah, did a good job there getting a piece of that one and grounding that foul, staying alive. Wasn't his pitch as far as one to hopefully put in play and get a hit on, but able to get just enough of it to stay alive as he does that one. Turns on that one. That one's
got a chance.
It did, but it bounced right in between vehicles and then went into the ditch. So
that ball's done for.
Yeah, that had a chance. It was right there on it, but just didn't find it. Got him.
And swinging strike 3 as he fouled it off, and Collier held on to it. That'll be the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. 2nd out of the inning, and now this will be Spadafora coming to the plate. I believe he reached all but one time.
Well, and I'm finna say that's a big out for Tarnoki because he's bat 7 times today and we only got him out twice.
That pitch missing low for a ball.
He had 3 singles, 3 RBIs the first game, and then he had a single in the first inning.
The top part of this lineup is a tough out. Is that one missing outside? I say that. 1 through 9 has been tough today when you put up 12 runs on 15 hits.
But like you say, Spadafora's just been as equally because he got on base about every. I think he only got him out 1 time in game 1, I think.
That pitch high for a ball. 3-0 now is the count here to Spadafora. We welcome those that are watching in favor of the Lakers. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast. And hopefully we haven't butchered too many names too bad this weekend as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 3-1 now is the count.
It was 3-0 and came back, got a strike there. Good job by Judd. Got to keep working here, and no need to put anyone on base, especially when you're working into the heart of this lineup with DuPont coming up next.
So waiting the 3-1 offering here. Grounder, shortstop, gets it. Going to have to hurry. Little sidearm toss in, gets him. As the Indians get a 3-up, 3-down inning there by a hair. As we'll take a break and come back with the bottom of the 3rd. It'll be the 9-1-2 batters, Stallnaker, Kent, and Jackson. Due up for the Indians. Back with more right after this.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
They say Diet Coke is a mom's drink. Well, you copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music. Now, copy her drink. Drink what your mama gave you.
Today tastes like staying in. And it never tasted this good.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we'll head now to the bottom of the third inning. Stallnaker, the left fielder, he'll be followed by Kent and Jackson. Here in the bottom of the third, 1-1 is the score here in the rubber match between ICC and Lakeland. Indians won 4-3 in 9 innings on Friday. Lakeland won 12-8 in 9 innings in the first game of the day. So winner takes all here in the series. It's that first pitch high for a ball. This is still McPherson in the contest. It's fouled back, strike one. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, came in on the hands right there and drew a swing from Stallnaker there, but just unable to get those hands through quick enough to do anything with it, but fouled it back.
So waiting the 1-1 pitch here. As in the dirt, gets away, nobody on base to worry about. 2-1 now is the count. So 2 balls, 1 strike is. I think that one actually hit the umpire again. So
I think it did. I don't know. He was. I don't know. It was a weird conversation down there, but a lot of these pitches so far in this game today have been down in the turf, and of course they take some funny hops down there. And of course, if the catcher who has the gear on, and an umpire has gear on too, but sometimes it'll catch them the wrong way, and it's tough because they have to umpires get in those different positions to try to be able to see to call balls and strikes.
This one fouled back. 2-2 now is the count here to Stallnaker. It's his first at bat of the game. Working with a 2-2 count here. 1-1 is the score. It was a RBI double by DuPont in the first and a solo home run in the second by Collier. As that pitch just missing. 3-2 now is the count. Lights are on here at the ballpark, and I know I say this every time, and of course our Lakeland fans, first time tuning in, but when the lights come on and the sun goes down, Crescent Field is a very special place to watch a baseball game. 3-2 pitch. This one popped up, and it's going to get out of play. And so we'll sit at 3-2 and do it again.
Yeah, got to get a little quicker, get those hands through and clear those hands through it to try to get a hit out of that. Still able to foul it back, stay alive here in a full count.
So as Brad mentioned, the count stays full here to Stallnaker, the first batter here in the bottom of the third. Nobody on.
Ooh.
And a beautiful pitch there. And
yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, Stallnaker was heading down to first, but that was a strike all day, every day.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful breaking pitch in there. Fooled Stallnaker there, obviously, and so able to get the big K right there, first out of the inning. That gets us back to the top of the lineup, I think, Adam.
It does. Kent will now be at the plate. That was the 4th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for McPherson. And Kent stands in, takes that first pitch high for a ball. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Well, the sun's starting to tuck itself away behind the waterway here in Fulton, and that's going to get the coffee drinkers headed towards the ICC VSU concession stand.
Correct, yeah, and I think that's going to run our coffee tally up a little bit, and I hadn't gotten an update thus far. I hope to get one here soon on where we are on coffee, as that one's hit, grounded to second, and should be an easy out.
And it is. Throw force the first baseman to stretch a little bit, but it is 4-3 on the putout for the second out of the inning now. So this will bring Jackson to the plate. He struck out swinging, and a 3-up, 3-down first inning for the Indians.
Due to the weather, of course, great crowd, even though that one's a breaking pitch, nice.
Yep.
Good job by Jackson to hang in there. Not one he needs to cut down on right there on the first strike, but a good pitch right there to get the first strike. Came back with it again, and you're going to get strike two. But anyway, what I was going to say is a good crowd here for the weather the past 2 days, considering what we've had. And even our visiting team here brought a good crowd with them. He did it
There's
3
strike
times.
3. I mean, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it, folks, and that is
3 straight
a 3 straight pitch strikeout, 5th of the game, being brought to you by Renaissance Bank. We've played 3. 1-1 is your score. We'll take a break. Let's hear from Renaissance Bank and be back with more right after this.
Guys, you're not going to believe the luck I've had lately. Just the other day, I had a flat tire, thought I was in big trouble. Before I know it, somebody pulled over, fixed the tire.
Oh, that's not luck, Kirk. It's because
That's not the only thing. How about when I'm in a studio, drop the cell phone, bang, shatters completely. Guy hands me a brand new cell phone.
Yeah, Kirk, that's because you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
Yeah, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, coupon straight to your phone.
And another discount with Renaissance Rewards Extra, Mr. Herbstreit.
Life's just easier when you have Renaissance Rewards Extra.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set now to move to the top of the 4th inning. And here comes DuPont, which I think is French for trouble, as he has given the Indians fits in all 3 games, and he had an RBI double in his last at-bat. So he will dig in here. That pitch missing outside for a ball.
Yeah, not a bad pitch there, though, to try to get him to chase and swing at. It was close, and so good opening pitch by Fowles.
So 1-0 as this pitch popped up mile high. Third baseman's going to give chase. Will it stay in play? Looks like it will, and he will make the play out in foul territory. Big out there. As we said, DuPont has been red hot.
Well, Fowles did a good job right there bringing that pitch back in on the hands, and not much DuPont could do with that unless he didn't swing at it. And he had that option there, but swinging at it and not much he could do. It was just in on those hands right there, and all he could do was hit it in foul territory over there. Good out there for the Indians.
This is Mendez coming to the plate now, as that pitch just a bit outside. 4-1. 1-0 is the count. Well, ICC will be on the road Tuesday. They're going to go play a doubleheader at Delta. That's a non-conference doubleheader. Breaking pitch, and it's in the dirt. Ball 2. 2-0 now is the count. Softball will be at Bevel. Tennis will be on the road somewhere that day as well. Forget where that is. The fact that I remember where those other 2 games are impressive.
Well, I was already impressed. I'll be honest with you that you remembered. That's strike 1 right there. That's going to be a 2-1 count just down the heart of the plate. But, yeah, I did not remember. I knew we were playing, but I'm very impressed.
Probably wrong, to be honest with you. So don't be
you
impressed.
Convinced us all.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
That's the reason why I said whenever you get a name that you don't know how to say it with confidence.
Say it with confidence.
People believe you. That pitch across for a strike. 2-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Fowles found the outside part of the plate there and just kind of froze him, so got 2 strikes on him, 2-2 count.
Files already with 4 Renaissance Bank strikeouts in the game. Can he find his 5th? Instead, we'll do it all over again with that foul ball. 2-2 will stay the count here on Mendez.
And he did K Mendez earlier in the game. That was in the first inning, looks like.
It was one of 2 strikeouts that he had there in that first inning. Pitch on its way, and that one runs inside. Now the count goes full, 3-2. I don't know if that's a little mix-up there as Stone started outside and then kind of knifed back in a hurry behind the plate. So 3-2 is the count. 1 out, nobody on here for the Lakers.
Got
Did
it.
they get him? Yes, he did.
Some of the Laker fans not happy on that one, but did get him. I'm not certain if they're saying he committed to it or if they're saying it was a called strike.
So I won't say they committed to it, and then the throwdown got him out. So it's unfortunate that he turned around and looked, because if he would have kept going, I don't know that Collier knew until he looked back at the umpire that it was not called a strike for the pitch versus the swing.
They're saying he went around on that one for strike 1, and that's on Johnson.
That was the 5th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files, and now this is Johnson who struck out to end the first.
Good pitch.
And he is now behind the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. That pitch, breaking pitch in the dirt, 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, I couldn't get it to pull back in the zone, which is fine. That was a good 0-2 pitch.
So 1-2 now is the count. This is Johnson. Waiting the pitch here. It's on its way. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big time Renaissance Bank strikeout there, back-to-back to end the inning, just like he did in the first. 6th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this.
Here, you can be your best. The best train here. Learn here. Succeed here. Perform here. Win here. Thrive here. Itawamba Community College. The best start here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we head now to the bottom of the 4th inning for ICC. McCarthy, Butler, and Collier scheduled up here. 1-1 is the score. That breaking pitch in there, and I tell you what, both these pitchers today have got these benders working good for them.
Yeah, I mean, right there, I mean, you look at the scoreboard, 1 run apiece, 1 run for Lakeland, 1 run for Etowamba, 2 hits for Lakeland, 2 hits for Etowamba.
That pitch hangs up a little high, 1-1 now is the count. So it could be one of those that whoever has the most gas in the tank could possibly have the better outing today, as this has been a great matchup between McPherson and Files so far. That one in there for a strike. 1-2 now is the count.
Yeah, and they're hitting their spots. You know, they're hitting their spots very well wherever their coach or the catcher who's making the calls there is wanting them to place the ball. And so they're doing a good job, both the pitchers doing that. That one was placed very well, too. McCarthy did all he could with it, and that's foul it back. 1-2 count still.
So the count goes 1-2 now.
Yeah, ooh,
and just found a piece of that one. 1-2 will stay the count.
I mean, that swing was just barely got a piece, but McCarthy, great job right there of hanging on, getting a piece of it just to battle in there and stay alive with a 1-2 count.
So awaiting the 1-2 offering here from McPherson. And that one runs inside, even things up now at 2-2.
And that's what you expect of a good hitter. You know, you got to hang in there and you got to get a piece of the ones that could be called a strike that's not the ones that you want to hit. And just like that one right there, that it was a heck of a breaking ball right there, one that he's probably not going to drive and do a lot with, but he's able to get enough of it just to foul it off and to stay alive and hopefully get that pitch that you're looking for later.
So the count will stay at 2-2 here for McCarthy. He grounded out to third to end the first in his only appearance so far here in the second game of the day. And this time it's a worm burner to short. Scoops it up, throws it over in time for the out, 6-3.
Yeah, good job again by Cologne over there over there at short. Excellent job scooping it up, getting out.
You know, we've sang the praises all day, and of course, a lot of times in the booth we joke saying, "Hey, you know, that's the commentator's jinx when you talk good about somebody." But man, I mean, until we run down there and maybe tackle either the third baseman or the shortstop, I don't know that they're going to make a mistake, because that's going to be one right up the middle for a base hit.
Yeah, well needed by Madden Butler too. He's had kind of a tough day out there at the at the plate. So Butler needed that, and good job right there, turning things around, getting the single. Still one out, but that does bring Collier back to the plate, who had a big home run his first at bat.
Yeah, Stone absolutely destroyed a solo home run to left, and we'll see what he can get to hit here, if he gets anything to hit in this situation. Runner at first with one out. That breaking pitch, it's over for a strike.
That's tough.
Extremely tough.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. And on that, again, didn't draw a swing from Stone. Don't blame him.
So 0-1 is the count here to Collier from McPherson. Runner at first for the Indians.
Good eye.
Ball missing low. 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there. Stone held back. Didn't draw a swing there. So one ball, as you mentioned, one strike, one out here. Opportunity with a base runner on for the Indians, maybe to take the lead here. It's in these battles right here, when you have a pitching battle, you take any run you can get. A one-run lead is nasty. Ooh, stayed high. That breaking pitch right there brought it in, but it must have stayed up because he called that a ball 2-1. But any run you can get across to just kind of get that lead, that's going to be to your favor.
So waiting the 2-1 offering here to Collier with a runner at first and one out. And that one nearly hit Collier. And 3-1 now is the count.
Yeah, good eye right there, obviously, on the end of Stone, and staying in there and turning that shoulder, that front shoulder, and possibly taking, should it hit him, getting the free base if it did, but it didn't. So 3-1, as you mentioned, hitters count.
Got to be careful here if you're McPherson. Don't want to leave anything hanging to Collier as he hammers this one. Right fielder's going to have to give chase. Is he going to be able to have the wheels to get to it? And he does.
I wish he had that one back. Stone's going to want that one back.
Yeah, that was a long run out there in right field. It just hung up enough for him to get to it for the second out of the inning.
Well, they're not playing Stone to hit that way. They're playing Stone to pull, more of a pull hitter. And so, obviously, that's in turn, that right fielder is going to have to run a mile to get to the ball. And excellent job out there on the part of DuPont to track that ball down, get that second out of the inning. Still got a runner at first here, but that is going to bring up Jude Treadaway here for the Indians.
McPherson having to tie his shoe, so the umpires Give it a little bit of time there as Treadaway is going to dig in. He grounded out to the pitcher in his only appearance so far here. As 1-1 is your score. We're in the bottom of the fourth here between ICC and Lakeland in the third game of the series, second game of the day. Runner still at first for the Indians. That pitch right across for a strike. McPherson's doing a good job of throwing that first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want from a pitcher, is getting ahead. If you can get ahead and stay ahead, that's what produces those numbers out there that you're seeing on the scoreboard.
So 0-1 is the count here. Rip right back, and it's off the leg of the pitcher, and that's going to be a big-time break for the Indians as it will deflect out to right field, and the runner will go from first to third.
Yeah, that's a hit, but what happened was you had your second baseman going to second to cover, and so when he was headed to second, it was deflected off of the pitcher, McPherson. Had the second baseman been in his normal spot, he would have been there to pick that deflection up. He wasn't. He was headed to second, so in turn, that takes your base runner to third. Now you have a first and third situation and a single right there from Jude Treadaway.
Well, they come out to check on McPherson. He signaled that it hit him on the bottom of the shoe. So good to see that it didn't make contact, because for somebody who has had multiple ankle, foot injuries, it don't take much to do a lot of damage, especially with a line drive like that right back to the pitcher. So glad to see McPherson is able to stay in the game. Runners on the corners here for the Indians. Breaking pitch, and it's in for a strike.
Yeah, it stayed in there enough, and that's a tough pitch. Again, a good take, though, still, in my opinion, by Green to take that one. You're not going to do much with that if you swing at it and make contact.
Green 1 for 1 with the single. RBI opportunity here if he can come up with a clutch 2-out hit. And instead, swing and a miss there, falls behind the count, 0-2.
Yeah, that's tough right there. That's a tough pitch. He came back again with that breaking ball. Now you've got Green confused. Probably out there got him guessing. You got an 0-2 count. He's seen two breaking pitches. This one of them, real good. And he brought it again, and that confused him. Oh, just able to get a piece of it.
Just a piece of it there, and it comes off the catcher. So the home plate umpire is going to do his due diligence after he got hit a couple of times, and the catcher went out there and talked to his pitcher to look at it. So the home plate umpire is going to return the favor here and just give him a second to collect himself.
Yeah, that was a breaking pitch in there. So that was 3 in a row that Green had seen. That third one right there, he just last minute threw that bat out there to hopefully get a piece of it, and he got barely did, but he got enough of it to stay alive.
0-2 pitch. Grounder to the third baseman, and that's an out. Write it in the books. Anytime it goes to the left side of the field, folks, that is a good third and short combo that Lakeland has. 5-3 on the putout. Big out there as it keeps us tied at 1 through 4. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen, with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad, 24-hour egg salad. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 101.9.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships?
A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
that teaches you skills to improve?
A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we move now to the top of the 5th inning. 1-1 is your score here, ICC and Lakeland. And the third game of the series, second game of the day. ICC won the first game of the series, 4-3 on Friday. Lakeland bounced back with a 12-8 win in Game 2. And here we are in Game 3. 1-1 is your score. Top of the 5th, Maurer, Deal, and Winkleman scheduled up, and that pitch across from Files, and we have had a beautiful pitching battle between Files and McPherson here in this third game of the series.
Yeah, it started off right there with that slider, came in there with that, strike one there on Maurer, and excellent job, but you're right. You got 4 hits out there for Etowah, 2 for Lakeland, so it's a heck of a pitching duel right now.
And that ball hit the umpire again. I'm only laughing because that's like the 4th time he's been hit in this game. And if you would have looked at the umpire in between the innings there, the way he was just walking behind home plate, he's tired of being hit, and that one just bounced up and hit him again. And it's unfortunate. Like I said, we're not laughing at him. We're just laughing at the situation because it's just unfortunate.
Well, and you got 2 pitchers here with those breaking pitches that they're throwing, both of them when they're low and in the turf like that and in that dirt or turf as you want to call it. They take those weird hops, and then of course if either catcher is not, which I don't blame them. I'm not going to drop to my knees when no one's on, to do a body block on that thing. Certain what's going on there, but I'm not going to drop to my knees to do a body block if no one's on base, because I don't have to protect. I'm not worried about the ball getting behind me simply because there's no runner on base. So again, you got a lot of factors playing into it there. There was a discussion, and not certain what that was all about.
Well, so I didn't hear, and thank you for playing the music. Good job on that. As the umpire was walking to home and was saying something to Coach Collier, and he's like, "Coach, the catcher asked me as I was okay, and I was tired." And they, of course, could hear it from there. So I don't know if he's saying I'm tired of getting hit, or I'm tired of being asked if I'm okay, or what. But if a catcher's going to ask if you're okay, there's
nothing wrong with
that. Politeness in that pitch. Well, that might be a little upset. Ball 3.
So surely he's not.
I don't know what the. What it could have been. So we're just assuming. And, of course, we all know what happens when you assume. As that pitch in there for a strike, 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, full count. Files coming back. You can't, if you're a pitcher out there on the mound, you can't let this get in your head. You've got to continue to play the game that you were playing and get back in that zone. Sometimes it can take you out of it. And there he gets called strike 3 right there. Excellent pitch on that slider. It's tough, and Lakeland's seeing that, because you're seeing a team, Adam, that came in last game with all those hits that they have, and right here they're they got 2. So it's a tough outing. It's a great pitching performance on both sides.
7th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. As now with 1 out, the swing and a miss. Swing and a foul ball. Strike 1 as Deal swung himself out of his shoes that time.
Well, he saw one that probably, I guess, and I wasn't paying much attention to, but that didn't have that break to it, didn't have those right-hand turns on it, and he was trying to get a hold of it while he could.
So 0-1 now is the count. That pitch going to be up a little bit for the umpire's liking. 1-1 now is the count here to Deal. He flew out to left in his only plate appearance so far here this afternoon, or I should say this evening now, as the sun continues to set here in Itawamba County. It's that pitch in there for a strike. That's what we should have done a video of, is seeing how many fans from Lakeland or even players could have said Itawamba right.
Itawamba, that's right. I hadn't thought about that.
So 1-2 now is the count. And there's a dribbler. Going to be trouble. First baseman will scoop it up, toss it over. Nice job there. 3-1 on the putout for the second out of the inning, but nice job by Files, quickly recognizing the first baseman had to come out and cover it, scamper over to first, and got the second out of the inning.
Well, and you still practice. You got to practice that stuff in practice every day. You got to go over it. That's routine. And anything hit to the right side on the ground like that, you're a pitcher. You've got to head that way. Whether first baseman's going to get it and take it solo unassisted or not, that didn't draw a swing. That's ball 1. But you're practicing that, because that's got to be your routine motion and movement. When you see that ball on the ground on that right side, you're heading that way to assist your first baseman if needed.
So that pitch missing low and outside, ball one. This is Winkleman who struck out and looked like a awkward fall off the mound that time by Files. 2-0 now is the count. Files going to try to manicure the mound a little bit there.
Yeah, 2 outs, 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning.
2-0 pitch coming, and it misses inside. 3-0 now is the count. And so Winkleman struck out to end the second. Heading the count now 3-0 here. And that's going to be 4 straight pitches for a walk. So a 2-out walk issued to Winkleman. And now Cologne, the shortstop, will come to the plate. Always dangerous whenever he's at the dish. So Indians would love to find a way to see if they can't get the 3rd out of the inning without him having to be on the bases.
If I'm correct, that's his first walk given up today.
You are correct on that. That was his first walk. 1 walk to 7 strikeouts and 2 hits. Both those hits were back in the first inning. And so that pitch missing for a ball. 1-0 is the count to Cologne. That pitch missing again. So all of a sudden the strike zone has kind of moved a little bit on Files after the umpire kind of got after the ICC dugout over there.
Well, and again, that could have affected too. Again, you get in those, you get in the zone, you get in a, where you had it and you're feeling it, and it could have messed all of that up too. And I know, people say, well, hey, come on, you can find the strikes. I mean, just that there, it's not as easy as it looks. It's just kind of like hitting a golf ball goer. I mean, it's just not as easy as it looks. You're getting that rhythm, and so hopefully he'll get back at it right here in 2-1 count. That missed outside too, so now you're at a 3-1 count with Cologne here, and you don't want to put him on either. He's got those wheels.
So now the count goes 3-1. There is a runner at first with 2 outs here. Cologne will dig in and wait the pitch here from Files. And a breaking pitch, and that one's inside. ICC fans not liking that one, but that was a ball. And back-to-back walks now after throwing a gem so far. Files starting to run into a little bit of a trouble, and looks like ICC is going to start getting someone warmed up in the bullpen here. Back to the top of the lineup we go in Tarnoki, who is 1 for 2 on the day with a single, a run scored, and a strikeout.
Yeah, if you judge right here, this is where you got to dig and find it. Go back to where you were and try to find that. Don't let all this other affect you. Put yourself back out there in the zone, on the mound, just like you did right there. Get that slider going again, and get this out, 3rd out of the inning here, and go back in the dugout.
So 0-1 now is the count here. To Tarnoki. That kind of tongue-tied there. I'm just tired of talking. It's been a lot of talking over the last 48 hours.
There's a lot of T's. As that one's up the middle, it's going to be.
And that's going to score a run. Or is it? Yes, it will, as Tarnoki comes in with a clutch RBI single. Runners were gone on contact, and the ball bounced just far enough away that it broke him up and able to get the run.
It was hit right up the middle, went over second base, and what we had there is Kent did an excellent job of motion there and almost made a heck of a play on it, knocked it down, but just not enough to prevent the runner from scoring. So he was able to knock it down. It was up the middle, but not enough to keep the run from scoring. It was a hit and RBI.
So now trouble here as Cologne has a open field in front of him at second. That pitch in there for a strike to Spadafora.
Yeah, now what you don't want here, anything down out in the outfield, if it gets down, you definitely know Cologne's going to score.
Really surprised that they hadn't already put him in motion to get into 3rd.
Yeah, 0-2 count. Well,
and that may be why they know he can score from second, as if he's standing on 3rd.
Well, true. You got a left-handed batter, and so it makes it a little easier for Stone to throw him out at 3rd. If you had a right-handed batter, I could see putting him in motion too. But with that left-handed batter up there, Stone's got free reign, free vision over there at 3rd to throw him out. Again, he does have wheels. I understand.
So that pitch missing outside. 1-2 now is the count here to Spadafora. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of ground outs to the shortstop. Files trying to find his way out of the inning with minimum damage done. And
pitch.
there it is, strike three.
That's a good pitch right there. Dropped it on that outside corner. Your Lakeland fans may not like that, but it was a good pitch, and he dropped it in on that breaking ball, got the third out.
But they do strike with a run to take a 2-1 lead here now in the top of the fifth. We'll take a break as fans getting rowdy here at Crescent Field. Back with more right after this.
Welcome to the pasta party.
1, 2, 3. Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy. Cheers to us. We did it.
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1, 2.
That's my recipe for magic.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little Becky?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza.
LSU takes it. We'll be back next March.
Come on, y'all. This is what we've been working for. We gotta forget about last year. It's right here, right now. Y'all ready?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we now head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It was an RBI single by Tarnoki that scored Winkleman. Makes it a 2-1 contest now here in favor of Lakeland. McPherson still on the hill here for the Lakers. That pitch missing low and inside for a ball. We have seen a great pitcher's duel today as that one finds the corner for a strike. 1-1 now is the count. So
I don't think that's McPherson.
You think we got a new pitcher in?
I do.
Okay. As this is Ferris popping this one a mile high here. And the center fielder will call everyone off as the second baseman actually fell. So we'll see. We'll try to pick up the young man's number. It looks like we're also going to have a new batter coming in here for the Indians. This will be number 12 for ICC. Looks like it's going to be Morris. So Morris will come in to pitch, and we'll see. Of course, it's tough to read the small numbers with the black lettering on the red, but because McPherson, what number is McPherson?
15.
He's wearing 15. It is a 1 in front of it. Looks like it.
I thought
Boy, if it's
McPherson was
number
a righty.
if it's number 10, Eddie Letamendi out of Chicago. I know I'm saying that wrong, but we'll try to look at the back of the jersey on this pitch here to see if we can pick up a number. That pitch inside for a ball. And, of course, anytime we try to look for a number, he refuses to turn around.
I'm trying to find it, and I cannot see it. And I may be wrong. There's a breaking pitch in there, but I'm pretty sure McPherson was right-handed. He was a righty. I know.
Yeah, he's listed as a right-handed pitcher, so we have had a change here. That breaking pitch outside for a ball.
Got 2-1 count here, 1 out, as you mentioned with Jarrett Morris.
Morris fouls this one back and out of play. Evens up now at 2-2.
I'll tell you what he doesn't do. He doesn't turn around.
He does not.
To give you the
not even like pick up a little bit.
Yeah, just to get a little look there of his number.
2-2 pitch, and Morris chases a pitch inside, and it is 31. Is the new pitcher, Bixby, Lucas Bixby.
Okay. Lucas Bixby, left-hander out of New Berlin, Illinois.
So we'll make some corrections to our lineups there, as that was the second out of the inning on that Renaissance Bank strikeout, first of the night for Bixby. That pitch, don't know where that one missed, but caught a ball. Back to the top of the lineup here for the Indians. This is going to be Kent here. Fouls that one back, and we'll go to 1-1 now.
Yeah, early in the year, and of course so you're going to pull pitchers, even though he was battling right there and having a good game. McPherson was so. Like I say, we'll get some numbers on Bixby here, and he's got a good breaking ball. He's used it quite frequently here. We've seen over the first two batters and used it right there for strike 2, 1 and 2 here on Kent.
Kent leading us off. He's 0 for 2. And he's going to have to hurry on this one as the second baseman is going to get it over and in time for the putout. 4-3, second time he's been retired by the second baseman. Indians go quietly there in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1, Lakers with the lead. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome to the pasta party!
1, 2, 3.
Making new traditions.
Now let's go and keep going, keep going.
Sharing old stories. Homemade pasta.
Enjoy, cheers to us, we did it!
And a nice cold Coke.
Okay, ready? 1,
Ready.
2.
That's my recipe for magic.
Welcome back as we head now to the top of the sixth. 2-1 Lakeland with the lead. DuPont, Mendez, and Johnson scheduled up here for the Lakers. File still in the game, and guess what, folks? The umpire has been hit again as that ball fouled back and bounced up. And
don't nobody ask him if he's okay.
I say, just everybody go about your business. Nothing to see here.
Yep, there you go. Just get on your stance. There you go. Stone just
That's exactly what Stone did. Stone, as soon as he got there, squatted down, looked back to the dugout to get the call.
Yeah,
it was awkward earlier. And now again, we don't know what's going on the field, but that pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 now is the count.
Yeah, Files back in a groove here. Of course, you know, Lakeland's got the lead here, 2-1. ICC's eventually on offense, they're going to have to put some runs on the board, obviously, to get caught back up in this. But they've got to help their pitcher out. He's thrown a heck of a game, as well as McPherson did too. So, you know, both these pitchers, they just need the assistance that they so want to be able to win a game.
So waiting the 1-2 pitch here. It's up high, 2-2 now. Is the count to DuPont. He had an RBI double back in the first. He popped up in foul territory, was retired by the third baseman. That was in the fourth. And fouls this one back off the netting, and we'll sit at 2-2.
Yeah, as we've seen over the last day, yesterday and today, DuPont's a tough out. Great hitter. Got a lot of great hitters on their team at Lakeland, but DuPont's one of those leading hitters out there, and that's one reason he's batting third in the lineup.
So waiting the 2-2 offering here from Files. It's inside for a ball. And 3-2 now is the count.
Yeah, runs it count to full here. Of course, got to battle back here and see if you can got to get this out. Put it out there where I know you don't want to put anything out there too good with DuPont because DuPont does have power. He can take it over the fence out there, and don't want that to happen, surely. But, you know, you sure don't want that free pass for him either.
3-2 pitch, ground ball, foul ball. We'll sit at 3-2 once again.
Yeah, this is where your true battle comes in. You know, good pitcher, good hitter out there going at it. And, you know, one's going to give eventually, and we'll see who wins.
So now the count stays full after that foul ball by DuPont. Files getting set to deliver and missing for a ball.
Whoa.
And ICC faithful did not like that one.
It must have been low is all I know.
That's the only thing it could have been.
Must have been low. That's all I could figure.
Now Stone's going to come out, but the umpire was actually looking down the third baseline at the Lakeland coach. Like, I promise you the Lakeland coach ain't going to say nothing about that pitch.
So that put him on, so you got no outs here and a runner at first.
And that's DuPont. Now this will be Mendez, who has struck out twice today. Looking to redeem himself here. He's going to show bunt. Pull back, and Stone's going to throw behind him. And the throw is not in time.
That's strike one. He didn't pull back in time, so that was a called strike right there. Or he pulled back, and it was called a strike, one or the other. I went for the throw down. So
0-1 is the count here to Mendez, the first baseman. Shows bunt again.
Runner goes.
And that's going to be a foul ball, and that's a break for the Indians because DuPont got a great jump on the pitch there.
He did, and that's where, you know, Mendez, you know, those are things that you're going to fine-tune over the year because that's 2 strikes now. Surely, I mean, more than likely they're not going to square him around the bunt here. He's already had difficulty laying it down, and you got 2 strikes, got an 0-2 count, so probably the bunt is off.
So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and they're going to show it here.
Yeah, I'll say that.
And the pitch is high. 1-2 now is the count.
And this is your cleanup hitter, you know, and I mean, they know it better than I do. They know their team a lot better than I do, but this is your cleanup hitter, and you're trying to lay a butt down. But when you're in a close game like this, you're going to try to produce runs any way you can, and he just half-heartedly swung at that one. It's going to be strike him out, throw him out.
Big-time play there for the Indians.
He kind of just swiped at that, so Mendez just kind of swiped at it. Wasn't able to make any kind of contact with it. Stone, being as alert as he was, knew the runner was going with DuPont over there, stepped out there and was able to throw it down to get the double play.
Yeah, Little Caesars double play was a big one there as that one fouled back for strike one as this is now Johnson at the plate. That was the 9th strikeout of the game there for Files. And so 0-1 is the count.
Good
Breaking pitch is in there, a beauty. And all of a sudden, Files is dug back in and focused here. 0-2 is the count here to Johnson. He's also 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Awaiting the 0-2 offering here. Pitch on its way, and that one's going to miss.
Yeah, kind of overthrew that one. He was kind of reached back and just kind of overthrew that one, but which is fine in that case with an 0-2 count. Nothing wrong with it. Could have got him chasing. Didn't, so 1-2.
So now the 1-2 offering here. Breaking pitch in there. Got him, strike 3 for the 10th Renaissance Bank strikeout of the game for Files. Big time rally there by the Indians as ICC trails it 2-1. Can they take the momentum to the plate? We'll find out when we come back with more right after this on the ICC Sports Network.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next?
What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
What's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
That's home. That's just like the Ravens. That's just like Pahokee, Florida. That's my second home. I got my degree from there, my first degree, college degree. It's part of my heart, it's part of my soul, it's part of my spirit. And, you know, it's everything. Itawamba Community College, baby, it's everything. It shaped me up to being a great man because it was part of the journey of me becoming the young man I am today. And it's home, man. That's That's it. Like, I can go there and lay my head down without no problems. Itawamba Community College, the best story here.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you.
Welcome back, as I apologize to Orthopedic, as we'll make sure we get that commercial back to them here. As a just confused swing there, strike one, as this is Jackson at the plate for the Indians. Bottom of the sixth, ICC trailing it 2-1.
Those breaking balls really have had ICC hitters just kind of tore up all day. Comes back with that fastball in there, but that strike one. But that breaking pitch by all pitchers really has had them just kind of confused.
And there's 3 straight pitches for strike 3. Bixby, he just comes in and was just like, hey, I'm coming to work, boys. Y'all figure out what y'all want to do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm throwing strikes.
Well, he took something off that last one. He had Jackson confused from the first pitch. So he was off his game from pitch number 1, and so that's going to bring up McCarthy and 1 out.
We'll say that ball traveled a little bit too inside for the umpire's liking there as McCarthy holds off on the pitch. 1-0 is the count. There is 1 out, nobody on here. That pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 now is the count to McCarthy. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out to third and a ground out to short. This one up the middle. Second baseman's going to have to make the diving effort. Throw over is not in time.
Yeah, that's a hit, infield hit right there for McCarthy. Good job right there running that ball out and hit it. It was up the middle almost. It was on the right side here of second, but the second baseman got over there and tried to make a heck of a play on the backhanded play, unable to. And McCarthy, kudos to him for running that out and beating it out and getting the hit.
Heck of an effort there at second by Johnson just to make it close. As he did snag that one, a nice play, getting to it up the middle. So a 1 out single now, and this is going to bring Butler to the plate, who singled his last time up. That pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, Indians really need to capitalize on this opportunity right here, and like you say, string some hits or getting on base together somehow. And that's what they haven't done. That pitch well placed right there on the outside, swung through by Butler. Strike 1-1 count. But, yeah, that's what they haven't been able to do, string it all together.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a runner on first here in the bottom of the sixth. ICC down 2-1 here to Lakeland. As there's going to be a snap throw over to first. No issue there. So 1-1 now is the count.
Yeah.
And off-speed pitch, and don't know where that one missed, but if you're an ICC fan, you're glad it did.
Yeah, lucky on that one, in my opinion, because that was a good pitch, looked like from up here, but missed downstairs, so 2-1.
And now they're going to try the pickoff again. And no big issue there, just keeping him honest over at first, kind of a half-hearted pickoff, if you will. So the count is 2-1 here to Butler. And I was about to say Butler could hit for power, but that one is just going to be on a rope right out to left field. Left fielder barely had to move there, as if you're Bixby, sigh of relief as that one sounded strong off the bat.
Yeah, like you said, it was hit on a rope on the line right there, but right out the left fielder. It didn't have to do a lot of movement there, and so and just still lacked some of that power behind it to get the hit. So. Good try right there, good effort, 2 outs now.
And Collier's going to be hit by a pitch, so he'll head down to first. And, yeah, the reason why we say hit for power, had that ball been another 3-4 foot to the left or to the right of the left fielder, that's down for extra bases and a run scored.
Yeah, no doubt, and that would tie the game, and that's what the Indians look for. Now, with that hit by pitch with Collier, you've got a runner in scoring position at second and Jude Treadaway up.
Treadaway looks at that first pitch. It's going to miss outside for a ball. Nice job there by the catcher, Winkleman, to block it up, keep it in front of him, and keep the runners at first and second. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. ICC trailing 2-1. Been a while since the Indians have had a runner in scoring position.
And you got that lefty-on-lefty matchup. That's fouled down right there, so a 1-1 count. But you got that lefty-on-lefty match where you had Stone. It was a lefty and righty right there. So I don't know. It's still early in the year, and I continue to say that. But as far as looking at the numbers and how Treadaway bats against lefties, we're not certain as far as we don't have a lot of stats to go on right there. And that's a 2-1. It was a ball right there. But it does bring in the left-on-left here.
So the Indians hoping the bats heat up late like it did in this first game today. See if they can rally here. This one popped up, and it's got a chance. Is it going to stay fair? No. Fair foul by about 3 foot.
Even though and that one, had it even gotten down, even if it wasn't a home run, that one would have been a hit because that right fielder was not going to be able to get to that ball. So had it just been placed a little further left, long strike right there for Etowamba and Lakeland right there, but just a little bit more. That potentially could have scored 2. I don't think it would have a Stone on there, but definitely would have scored 1 and tied the game.
But now the count goes 2-2 with 2 outs here. Bixby's pitch, and it's a breaking pitch, and that's tough to hold off on.
It's tough, but great eye. I mean, you can say on the part of Jude Treadway, and that runs it to full. But it's a tough one to hold off on. That's that breaking pitch again.
So now the count goes full, that's and out. The balls gets away. Are they going to try to score the run? No, they're going to hold him up at third. And now bases loaded here for the Indians. And we'll have a stroll out to the mound here by the Lakers. We'll take the timeout with them and be back with more right after this.
It's the Fast Break Sports Show that starts your day. Mississippi Sports Today, Tuesday through Friday at 9. And if you don't catch it at 9, the MST podcast is on wherever you listen with a team of hosts like no other.
For the folks that are listening, I mean, yeah, there is egg salad, but Drew is bringing like a refrigerated, like a pack. So
it's going to be refrigerated.
Egg salad. Yeah. 24-hour egg salad. Yeah. We're dropping like flies.
Join Craig and the guys for Mississippi Sports Today on Super Talk 1019.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back in the game, back in motion, back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
Welcome back. High drama here in Fulton. 2 outs, bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th. ICC trailing 2-1. That pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, bringing that breaking pitch back in there, Adam, and not necessarily a bad take right there. It's not your pitch. You don't have to swing at that one right now because they are heavy on these breaking pitches against us.
This is Green at the plate for the Indians. Fouls that one off now, is in an 0-2 hole here.
Got to stay in there, and you got to be aware right here, and you got to stay in there and try to make some type of solid contact on this. Put the ball in play, if anything. Don't need a K right here. That's a killer.
And there's going to be a shot to the shortstop. He's going to have to hurry, throw across the ways in the dirt, and it gets away. 1-1 will score. Indians are going to send the runner from third, and ICC scores 2 on the error, and they take the lead 3-2.
That's what I said, Adam. Put the ball in play. And it may not have worked out that way, but you didn't need the K. Put the ball in play and hope for the best. When you're struggling like that against some of these breaking pitches and the pitchers are throwing well, got to put the ball in play. And guess what? That's the first mess up we've seen from Cologne.
And that was a tough play for Cologne as well. He rushed the throw. It was in the dirt, and it just took an awkward hop over there at first. And ICC cashes in to take a 3-2 lead on the error. There's a breaking pitch. A nice job by Bixby to come back and settle down on that one. Yeah. So 0-1 is the count. Indians with runners on second and third would love to pick up some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, he committed.
That ball's going to get away. They're going to say it was not a foul ball, so ICC will score the run.
But I'm surprised if they don't check to see if he went around. Or they're going to say it hit him.
So he's going to hit him, so they're going to send everybody back. Yeah, I'm saying you got to check to see if he went around.
You got to check to see if he went around.
Because
that's what he's doing.
Yeah, it looked like he did commit to the swing here. And so the umpires are going to meet.
See, it's going to be better if he committed, because that means we scored the run.
All right, so then
it's not a dead ball.
Yeah, then the run scores.
That's right. It's not a dead ball if we went around.
No, because the ball got away. So if it did not hit him,
it's the run scores.
The run scores. The run scores.
Yeah, you're saying he committed, it's a strike. Now, if you're saying it hit him, it's a dead ball.
Yeah.
No.
That is not right. That is not right, because it is the ball got away, so it's a pass ball, the run scores.
How is that? Call time. I agree with Coach on this one. The run scored, he committed. They're calling it's a strike. It's not a dead ball. It would be a dead ball.
No way it's a dead ball. And so the run scored because he came home.
Yeah.
And they sent him back afterwards. So we need an explanation on this. That's not right, because it was a pass ball. The ball gets away and the run should score, but the umpire is not going to call it that. Instead, it's an 0-2 count now.
And I'm not going to. I'm maybe missing something, but there's a strike.
And this is the same thing as the last one. And that throw gets away. So the run will score for the Indians.
So it finally goes back in the Indians' favor. But
now Lakeland's going to come out and question this one. First base was open.
Yeah, first base umpire's already called and said it pulled him off.
So it pulled him off the bag. Are they going to try to see if there was interference on the call?
Is the catcher saying there was interference, or that he was in the lane
And so that's what he's trying to say, but if anything, that is. So that's going to be an E2 is what we reach on.
So the run does score.
The run does score. So
it should have scored previously.
It should have scored. Yeah, should have scored previously, and that should have allowed the runner to score. Should have been on second. Should have been on third to score. So had the correct call been made previously, it should be 5-2 right now.
Yes.
But it's not.
No.
So either way it goes, you play through it here as this pitch is fouled off. And you hate to see that, Brad, because this has been such a great series between two teams, and you just hate to see questionable calls come in late that could make the deciding decision of the game.
Yeah, and a good game that it is, too.
Yeah.
This is a good game, and that's a good breaking pitch right there. All right, now ICC's trying to draw the throw, and he just says, no, go on.
Yep.
He's trying to draw the throw to see if the third baseman, or if we can take it. But you're trying to get caught in a rundown is what you're trying to do there. That was your first and third offense, and Ferris trying to get caught in a rundown, unsuccessful there. Catcher says, go on, I ain't throwing it.
Yeah, so that is the second error of the game for Calhoun. Is that pitch in there? Or not Calhoun, good grief. For Lakeland, I should say.
Lakeland.
Calhoun, that's in Alabama.
Well, we'll play them eventually.
Yeah.
Good
That
pitch.
Going to miss low, I guess. 2-2 now is the count.
I'm missing everything now. I don't know.
I don't know. It's been the last tough couple of innings for the home plate umpire ever since he got mad that somebody asked if he was okay.
Yeah.
This pitch popped up.
Foul
But it's
back.
going to get back and out of play. We'll sit at 2-2. Again, we try to stay neutral up here. You know, we try to be fair to everybody and also the umpires, so we don't know what's happening in those situations the way that we understand the rules. And if you understand it differently, feel free to let us know, and that's going to be swinging strike 3. But the Indians do hang 3 on the board in the bottom of the 6th. So ICC 3 outs away from rallying to win this one, as we'll take a break. 4-2, Indians with the lead. Back with more right after this.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
When injury knocks you out, Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi will be there for you every step of the way. We are here to get you back. Back in the game. Back in motion. Back to your life. Our elite team of orthopedic specialists will work side by side with you, educating you about your treatment plan, utilizing advanced technology, and providing you with a successful path to recovery. Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi. We will get you back.
All right, Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs. Whoa!
Is this little bad kid?
Birthday cake comes in. It is so cute. My dad's eating Crazy Puffs again. Don't ask.
Whoa. Have you tried the new bacon ones?
There are bacon ones?
Pizza, pizza.
Welcome back as things getting wild here in the late evening in Fulton. ICC scores 3 to take a 4-2 lead here. And we've got a new pitcher in the game for the Indians. Brad, go ahead and tell us about this pitching change being brought to you by the Orthopedic Institute of North Mississippi.
Braden Billingsley, redshirt freshman out of Louisiana, right-hander, has seen some action on the year. He's got 2 appearances on the year with a 1-1 record, 1 win, 1 loss, 1 2/3 innings pitched. Giving up a hit, does have a K, 3 Ks, and 1 walk to his credit.
So we're in the top of the 6th. He will take over. He'll be greeted by Maurer, Dill, and Winkleman, who is scheduled up here, in the top of the 7th inning. That one right back up the middle, off the hands. Second baseman's going to get it. Throw over. It's in time.
Yeah, plenty of time. What a play right there. And you had a left-handed batter up there in Maurer. And what a play out there at second by Jude Treadaway.
Yes.
Going to his right, which, is away from first, and having to collect that ball and get that and turn around and get those shoulders around enough to throw to get the out at first. Had plenty of time. So excellent play, excellent defensive play by Jude Treadaway to get the first out.
Got to credit that. 1-4-3 on the putout after the contact made by the pitcher to deflect that one. Billingsley pitch in there for a strike.
Yeah, so Billingsley coming in and definitely throwing strikes, and that's what you got to do here. Don't give Lakeland a chance to get back in this thing. That's ball low right there into the turf right there. So good job by Stone to keep it from hitting the umpire.
Yeah. 1-1 now is the count. There is 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 7th. ICC rallied with 3 in the bottom of the 6th, trying to hang on and pick up this win here in the 3rd game of the day. Shallow hit, left fielder's going to charge on, makes the diving effort but can't catch it.
Yeah, it failed.
Heck of an effort out there in left. And so that will drop for a base hit.
Yeah, they're calling time, but he's all right. But, yeah, you're right. Heck of an effort out there. He ran and had that diving effort there at the end, and he had to go a long way. He had to go a long way to get there. And so, anyway, hit right there for Lakeland. Puts them with a runner at first here, 1 out, and they got a new hitter in here, a new batter.
This is going to be Owen Hawkins coming in. A Mattoon native there.
Okay, Owen Hawkins.
So Hawkins will replace Winkleman in this situation, who was 0 for 1 with a walk today. Now, Brad, this is Hawkins, not Dawkins.
Oh, it is Hawkins.
Yes, it's Hawkins.
Is this the same Hawkins that was?
I don't know. The other one was Owen. So, yes, it is. It is. It's the same guy. Big swing and a miss there for strike 1.
As long as it's not Dawkins, we're okay.
So 0-1 is the count.
Runner at first.
Yep,
1 out.
Tying run at the plate here.
Double play ball would be nice.
Billingsley pitch. That one's ripped down the line, but foul. 0-2 now. is the count to Hawkins.
Yeah, Billingsley ahead quickly here. Now you got more options open here. Of course, Treadway's going to shade that way. Obviously, with this right-handed batter up, he's shading that way and hoping to get that double out of it, that double play in this game. But he's shading defensively that way.
So waiting the 0-2 offering here. Grounder. It's going to get to the second baseman, but drops it.
Well, he was shading that way. He shaded the other way, and he found the hole. A great piece of hitting right there. He put the ball in play right over there where second baseman had already shaded. I'd give him a hit.
Okay, so we're going to give him a hit, as you say.
Personally, I would on that one. He did all he could, but I'd say give him. But now I'm not an official statistician on this.
So we'll credit the hit, of course, always. We'll get stats from Coach Collier at the end of the day, but I was with you. It's one of those, anytime I question it, if it's like, is it a hit, is it an error, I typically favor towards a hit. Most people are like, well, you're the home team. You should put an error on the board. But no, we try to be fair.
Yeah, I want to be fair, and I think he's credited a hit there. But now, again, we'll get the official stats later. But so here you go. Now you got runners at first and second, one out here.
Boy, this is trouble here if you're the Indians, because now you're going to go 9-1-2 coming up. You got runners on first and second, and the heart and the power of the lineup coming up here for Lakeland. So there is one out. And this is Cologne at the plate, batting in that 9 spot. Swings on the first one. There's going to be one out. Can they get 2? They do! The Indians turn 2 to get the Little Caesars double play and pick up the 4-2 win here in the nightcap. What a play, because Cologne is incredibly fast. The Indians turned the perfect 6-4-3 double play to hang on for the win.
Yeah, I mean, excellent play there. Tough play with those. I mean, it's a tough play anyway, but definitely made it even tougher with Cologne back there and the wheels that he has. And I knew it was going to be tough off the bat, and Cologne did all they could to beat it out, unable to do so. End of the day, Etowah comes back and wins this game 4-2. 5 hits apiece on the board right there. Great game right there. Great pitching duel. So what a game, and what a way to end this series for Etowah.
As we'll move directly into the Renaissance Bank post-game report. Renaissance Bank, they are the bank that understands you. You can find out why by visiting RenaissanceBank.com. Man, what a series. You said it, Brad. 3 games that was fitting of the playoffs between these two teams here, as ICC comes away with the 4-2 win. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors. And then you've got 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors by the Lakers. They fall to 3-4 in the season. ICC improves to 8-2. Amazing pitching duel today between McPherson and Files. Files will get the win. The save goes to Billingsley for ICC. Brad, just a great game.
Yeah, great game, no doubt. And, again, great way to end this series. Kudos to Lakeland and what they have in their baseball program.
Oh, yes.
And then, of course, coming down, they travel here and played a couple of Mississippi teams, us being one of them, and I think they picked up another one while they were down here. But you know, they've got a lot of talent there through the lineup, got some good hitters and good defensive players, and like I say, got some good pitching. So, you know, they're a tough squad, and they're going to be tough to beat on down the line as the season goes. And luckily, we won't have to face them anymore at this point because they're not in our conference coming from Illinois. But, again, good job coaching and good players over at Lakeland. Adam, I'll go ahead and step out on my Samstown player of the game, and you can give yours at this time, Samstown Market player of the game, Judd Files.
That's who I was going to go with as well. Judd picked up 10 Renaissance Bank strikeouts, scattered 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. That was back in the first inning. Actually, 2 runs. Both of those were earned tonight for Judd Files, but he will be our Samstown Market star of the game. Brad, I do want to echo you this. Love hosting Lakeland this week. It's one of those teams that's going to give you everything you want, that will prepare us for conference play. But not only that, we had a lot of their fans interact with us on social media here at the ballpark. Great fans making the trip down here. We do want to wish them safe travels and wish them the best of luck as they go throughout the season. And I think you said it right. Thank goodness we won't have to face this team again this season because, man, yeah, we came away with 2 wins, but we had to earn both of those wins, having to rally both times in those games.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, and they're only going to get better, too, as the season rolls, and they're going to find their groove. And, I don't want to face them on down the line. So, good baseball team, good solid team. Again, good players, good coaching, and it was just been a great experience, with them coming in and playing us here. So what a series for us, and thankful Etowama was able to get 2 out of it. But you mentioned playing quality teams. If you're Etowama too, and that's what Coach Collier wants to do, you don't want to schedule teams that non-conference that you know you can win against. You want quality opponents like this because that's what prepares you for conference play. If you come in and you're playing teams that you possibly, aren't going to be competitive against, and it's just wins, and these are wins that you're just winning big time, it's not going to help you. Playing these teams like Lakeland College like this, that's what's going to help boost you up and push you further in the season when it comes time for conference play.
ICC wins the first game of the 3-game series 4-3. Lakeland bounces back to pick up a 12-8 win. Then ICC wins the nightcap by the final score of 4-2. I'm Adam Gore. Dr. Boz, good to have you back in the booth with us. Look forward to calling the games for the rest of the season. As we said, best of luck to our friends from Lakeland as they continue through their season as well. Be sure to visit letsgoicc.com to find out when the next broadcast will be and when the next home game will be. That'll be our next broadcast, but you can also find broadcasts for other games as we go throughout the season. For Dr. Brad Boggs, I'm Adam Gore saying so long for Fulton. Have a blessed evening, a safe weekend with the weather moving in, and as always, Roll Tribe.
Are you looking for a place
that creates lifelong friendships? A place that feels like home.
A place that drives you to new opportunities.
That teaches you skills to improve. A place that sets the standard.
That challenges you to be better every day.
A place full of opportunity.
We are that place. We are Itawamba Community College, and you belong here.